triggers out to try. I'm not acting as any character, I'm just gonna be myself today. But those characters were really fun to act out and to write. But I think today we're just gonna try some new triggers, try some things that maybe people will like. My channel has grown surely but slowly over the last couple months, so I'm doing a lot of like exploring what things I'm good at and what things people like and what things I like to do. So yeah, that's what today's video is gonna be. If you enjoy my content and want to support my channel, please like this video and subscribe. I hope you enjoy it. I just did this trigger really recently for the first time, and people seem to like it. I like it too. I like all kinds of like scalp scrubbing triggers, and this is the newest one that I've attempted to do. I just find this sound to be really relaxing. I think that has a good sound to it. The feather video that I did like a month or so ago was my biggest hit yet. So I've been trying to incorporate more feathery triggers in my videos. I do find them super relaxing. It has a nice beachy ocean wave sound to it. And it just really calms the mind. I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was about 7 years old, so it's really hard to shut my brain off, but that's part of the reason why I started making ASMR videos, because it's helped me just relax and fall asleep. So I wanted to try to make my own ASMR and see if I can help people in the same way it's helped me. And it always makes me super happy when I get feedback about how people like my videos and what I'm doing and that it helps them. video yesterday of me reading Edgar Allan Poe, but I kept reading the wrong words even though I was reading it right from my computer, so I deleted it. And I may or may not try to refilm that video someday, but it was a lot to get myself to concentrate and to keep rereading the same lines. I think I have a little bit of nervousness about being recorded, which is another reason why I wanted to just get myself out there and try to get over that a bit. Just get out of my comfort zone when I'm very used to just being comfortable. But yeah, I can read something and say the completely wrong word. Like, it said angel and I said anger. Yeah. And it took a long time to edit too, but I'm like, if I want to put it out there, it has to be perfect. I can't say the wrong word to a poem that's been beloved for 100-something years. I really like that. I really like the fluffy mic cover with the feathers. Yeah, I really like the fluffy mic cover with the feathers. And I hope you do too. Like I said recently, I really appreciate people giving feedback about things they liked or things I want to see. So please feel free to comment any suggestions, criticisms. It's helpful. I love these scalp scrubbers, not just for my own videos and my daily routine or nightly routine of ASMR scalp scrubbing videos, but also just using them on myself. I know they say it only works when someone else does it to you, but it feels so good. I have another one. It came in a package. When I was a kid, my mom used to comb my hair and play with my hair to get me to fall asleep. So this just takes me back to those tingly scalp sensations. this isn't officially a Halloween video, but I did just throw like a Halloween ambiance picture in the background just because it is mid-October, spooky season. I think I called this a tingly, intense brain massage. People seem to like this trigger too. Someone did call my scalp scrubber microphone triggers cringy and that I should stop, but that video was literally my most liked short, so I guess they were wrong. Let's see how it sounds with just the foam cover. Which do you prefer? The fluffy pink cover, no cover, or the foam cover? One of my favorite ASMR artists said that silicone was the best ASMR material, and I went and bought a silicone rubber cup to test the theory because I really liked her videos with the rubber cup, and I have to agree that it's definitely true. And I really enjoyed her silicone cup videos, so I decided to buy my own silicone cup and try it out, and I really like the sound. She definitely was right, and it definitely did not disappoint. And I really like the cup because it reminds me of the ocean, and also like the Alaska sky. Yeah, that sounds really good. What do you think? Do you think it sounds good? Do you prefer it on the mic like this? Or off? I'm not sure which one I like better. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see more of the silicone cup. This is a little coin purse. It's actually my mom's. She really likes the person who did this, and I looked at it and thought this would be fun to scratch and tap. We actually have a lot of these beaded items. I could just do a whole video on all the beaded stuff we have around here. Of course, we can't go the whole video without doing brushing, mic brushing, or face brushing. And this brush in particular has little glittery thingies that glitter around when you move it. I guess since it is October, I have been kind of watching a lot of horror movies, not just because it's October, but sometimes I go on what I call a horror movie binge, and it just gets in my system, and I just have to watch them. I usually watch, or at least I had watched a lot of B-list horror movies that were kind of cheesy but entertaining. But I think my favorite horror movie is a horror comedy, or serial killer horror movies where there's a group of people and they start dying and someone in the group is responsible. I just find it so exhilarating when you find out who did the killing and why, and trying to figure out who did it. The most recent horror movie I watched that was called My Soul to Take. It was made in 2010 about this group of people called the Riverton Seven. Pretty much this guy who has dissociative identity disorder murders his wife and tries to kill his daughter, but it's not really him, it's one of his personalities. And then on the day that he dies, 7 kids were born. And then 16 years later they start dying, and you have to figure out who did the killing. Yeah, my favorite part is always finding out who was the killer. I just love that so much. Movies are kind of predictable, but I still just like to watch them. My favorite movie, or my favorite horror movie, is probably It Chapter 1, the 2017 version. I just feel like it was, the effects were really good, the acting was really good, and the character development, just how the characters were written was just really good too. I don't like just mindless killing. It actually had a story to it. It wasn't just about a killer clown, it was about friendship about the monster, which is the same thing about like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. It's more than just action and violence. There's actually a story and like a moral lesson behind it. And as you guys can probably tell from a couple of videos, or a video I did like a week or two ago, Crimson Peak is one of my favorites also. I love a good gothic horror romance. So if you have any of those movies in mind that you know of that you liked, let me know and I'll go watch them. Yeah, that movie was really aesthetically pleasing. I really like that era, just like the ambiance and, like I said, the aesthetics. And it was spooky too, but not in like a cheesy way. Which there are times where I'm really into just like a cheesy horror movie, or even just a cheesy comedy, which is a lot more rare for me to want to watch, but there's a movie for everything, and sometimes you come across just wanting to watch something really cheesy. But most of the time, I like drama and comedy horror. I can see that people really enjoyed my Vampire Who's Obsessed With You video, and I used this in that video. It has a cool sound, but like, if I'm being completely honest, this thing completely grosses me out. I don't like dead anything, and I thought that would be perfect for the video because it was supposed to be weird and creepy. But yeah, like that's just not for me. This is my dad's, and he's not planning on drinking it. It's just for decoration, or something he thought was kind of cool and weird. I do like that sound though. I would not drink this. Apparently, the alcohol kills whatever venom in the snake, but I don't want to drink alcohol with decomposing snake matter. That just doesn't sound very appealing, but to each its own. If that's what you like to do, you're braver than I am. Yeah. Like I said, I'm trying to push my own boundaries and my comfort zone, so that's what I'm doing. This was like an ornament. I'm pretty sure it's styrofoam, but I used this in a video before and I really like the tapping sound. It does look kind of bizarre, and it has been really fun to like find different objects and tapping on them and seeing what kind of cool sounds I can make. Like, this channel is just as much of an escape to me as I hope it is for you too. With all the hectic things going on in the world, I really wanted to create a place where you could just literally just escape and relax and just find peace and entertainment. And I really do love writing like the scripts and characters. Actually, writing is like one of my main hobbies, and I have a lot of stories and characters that I'm excited about and can't wait to share with people once things get going. really love world building. And I kind of gave you guys like a sneak peek into some of the characters already that I used in my videos. Particularly like the best friend pampering you, taking care of you. I literally just started rubbing this face roller onto this dried corn just to see what it sounded like, and it actually, I think it worked. Let me know if you like it or not, because I haven't done this before. I did roll this on like a little remote thingy, and people seem to like that. I saw that from someone else, but this, I just started doing it. Like I said, like I have ADHD, so I have a lot of intrusive thoughts and just random stuff always going on, and my brain was like, oh, what would this sound like on this? So here you go. In one of my videos, when I was the vampire, I said something weird like blood of the High King. That was just completely just popped into my head. I didn't even know exactly what High King meant, so I looked it up. I think I heard it in the song, but yeah. I guess I've enjoyed being able to let out some of my weird side in this channel, and people really liked that video too. I'll keep it up. I think that sounds really good. I'm looking forward to Christmas and doing Christmas themed videos like Santa's helper, being an elf, Christmas triggers. I did find this sequency like present ornament, I think, and I tapped on it and it sounded so good, and I'm really looking forward to showing that to you guys. I bought these pins a couple months ago and I haven't used them yet, so I thought that today would be a good time to test them out. I think that worked pretty well. That was a loud, crunchy one. I know I said I'd be chatting, but sometimes I just don't really know what to say. And sometimes I have so much to say, my mouth isn't fast enough. And then I'm wondering, like, is there anything I can say that would really matter? That people actually would care about? But, like I said, I'm still in the experimentation phase of this channel, so bear with me. I posted a video of like a Lana Del Rey songs. She's one of my favorite singers, but I also have always liked, I don't know, like unique sounding music. If it sounds like it could be in the Lord of the Rings, then I'd probably like it. I like a lot of Celtic-y sounding music, epic sounding music, symphonic metal. One of my favorite bands is Visions of Atlantis. They do a lot of like pirate, ocean themed adventure music is what I call it. was 7, which I have to admit was way too young to watch that movie. I watched the movie first, but yeah, I would listen to it constantly. I would watch it all the time. And I've seen it live, like in performance, a couple times too. And I've seen a lot of different of the movie versions. So yeah, Phantom of the Opera was the first musical I ever saw, and it's still my favorite. The first horror movie I saw was on accident when I was probably in first grade. It was Queen of the Damned, which is a vampire rock star movie. Yeah, I remember remembering some of the scenes when I watched it when I was 7, and then years later I watched it again, and it was interesting to watch something you hadn't seen in a long time, and seeing things you didn't remember, and seeing things you did remember, and how much it changed, or how much your perception changed. So that was interesting. I don't know, I kind of like this sound. I've also really gotten into West Side Story, which I watched maybe like a year ago, and then took me a good 7 months to recover from the first time, and I finally rewatched it like a month ago. I listen to the music, and even just the music makes me emotional, but that's another one that I really like. I also like Sweeney Todd and Les Miserables. You can probably sense a theme with the musicals I like. They're more of the not as chipper type musicals. Yeah, I definitely prefer more serious, like kind of depressing, classically styled music. Even though West Side Story is very jazzy compared to like Sweeney Todd or Phantom of the Opera, but I really did like it. I think that works. I wonder if I can do more feathers. See what happens. I'm not sure if you can hear that. I'm not sure you can hear that. But to those of you who made it to the end of this video, thanks for watching and thanks for supporting me. If you want me to do more like unscripted trigger assortment and just chatting and real talk, let me know and I can do more of that. And if you have any questions, just